Good morning, everybody. We are slowly spinning up the drives and getting ready to stream. I am thinking that we are already fighting with YouTube this morning. Yep, we are already fighting with YouTube this morning. Okay. Fighting with more than YouTube, it looks like. There it is. Haha. All right. So let's go check out over here. I don't get it. Okay, but I know how to fix this part anyway. Okay, let's put this up here. Let's go into here. And I'm willing to bet if I go over to here and to here. Look at that. Okay. So it looks like we are finally getting spun up to where we need to be. I have a plan on how to deal with some of these issues we've been having, but I'm having to set it all up. And so it may be a week or so before we institute some pretty big changes. We have heard from all three channels, so we know we are up and live. That makes me feel better. We have coffee, we have tea, so we can keep our whistle wet. I have chat where I can see it. Think now what I'm going to do. Okay. So I started up a second save just to have something to mess around with. Trying to, as always, improve my uh, skills a little bit. It is Monday morning. It has been a good but long and physically exhausting weekend, so I'm going to do the best that I can here today. My goal is to have some fun, advance our storyline, and oh, I probably should put out like a social media blast that, hey, we're getting ready to do this thing. So let us do that real quick. And one of the things I'm going to do, because of some of the confusion that we have had as of late, so I need to go over to here. Since I Nope, that is not what I was trying to do. All right, let's. All right. Let's go over to here and grab the other links. My to go to here. There it is. Let's go. So we need that one. And we need. Wait a minute. Okay, and we need that one. So there's YouTube, there's Kick, and there's Twitch. All right. Oh man, I tell you what, it has been like I said, it's been a good weekend. It has been a tiring weekend. I have overdone it. I'm in a lot of pain today. Of course, I'm in pain every day, so we have to judge each one carefully. But the reality of it is I will take the pain of the good that happened in the face of uh, in the face of the fact that my son had a good weekend. I am not multitasking very well this morning, apparently, but that's all right. We will get through it. I think we have now put up all of our social media messages. We have our game save up. All of our channels are reporting in good. You know what? I'm going to minimize that. Push up the old sleeves here and let's get down to it. All right. So when we last left off, we were working on overhauling our ship here. Man, this is clunky looking, but we will make it work. I forget what you are. You're a cargo container. We have added survival. We need some 2, 4, 6, call it 10 turbine blades. Let's just make sure we don't have any. Oh, we do. We have a couple hiding over here. So we're going to make 8 turbine blades. Not 100. Nice. Okay. Let's see how this does for everything. So we have an H2O2 up. Hydrogen's up. Oxygen is up. Oh, we got another. I forgot we were putting one on each side. Okay. Now comes the fun part of we have some storage. Let me put I'm pretty sure a connector will not go. We will try it. Just not holding out a lot of like hope on it, but we'll see. Okay, and then from there, let's see about a drill. We need to make 6 compressors. Let's see what we've got here. I am betting that that is probably going to be an assembler. Yep. Okay. I was not planning on trying to get into assembler yet, but I guess we can go ahead and start trying to fill it in and see where we're at with it. That is piped correctly. We need bunches of steel plates.
Inventory full.
Need motors. While we're waiting, we are going to think that was the only spot that it tried to pop up. Yep. Okay. Do we have all? Yep, we have all of our motors. All right, so let's see how we do here. Gold thread. This could get interesting. All right. We got iron, copper, cobalt. Iron, silicon, iron, and copper. Silicon. Nickel. Iron. Copper. Goodness. Come on now, just some gold. Silicon. Cobalt. More silicon. Where's the space station at? That's the barn. That's the station. Oh yeah, I gotta resolve the whole free scrap thing too. I'm surprised that, oh, my lamp is on. I'm just too far off the ground. Silicon. Iron. We're not having any luck today. Copper. Iron. Good things come to those who wait. Nickel. Nickel. So, good morning. Uh, is it Bounce Lot or Bounce a Lot? Good morning and welcome. So they've changed how hydrogen works. I'm using the basic jetpack right now, and as you can tell, like the max speed is 72 kilometers per hour. Okay, but if I hold down the shift button, you see the hydrogen goes down and our speed goes way up. And I believe that that is exactly how they're intending, because if you watch, my energy is going down much faster than normal, like than when I'm on the ground. We're going to burn up some of the hydrogen, go to the station, and top everything off because we're having such a problem finding gold. But that is how they are apparently doing this now. And that is literally my best guess based on what I have discovered just playing the game. Um, I have purposely not watched other content creators just yet because I wanted to kind of experiment, find some of this stuff out on my own, and if my Hard Knock Life helps teach other people, awesome. Like, I feel great for it. All right. Do they have gold? They do. I am scared to ask how much gold. Oh yeah, no, I ain't buying nothing. Nope, nope, ain't buying it. Nope, ain't happening. Quite unrealistic. Um, yes and no. I mean, if you knew what you were doing on SC1, you could get to orbit without even taking a hydrogen tank, and that's something that I can actually show the next time I'm on SE1. Um, but here's the fact of the matter. Let's see, that's not it? Okay, so you see that point right there? That's where our next mission is taking us. I cannot fly from here to there on my jetpack right now. Period. Like, I will run out of energy before I get there. That is with consuming. Oh, good morning, Exotic. Uh, in case anybody is not aware, I am streaming to 3 different platforms at once. So if you hear me say hello to somebody and you don't see them talking in your channel, it's probably because they're on one of the other platforms. But good morning to you, Exotic. But as far as like the jetpack of it, like the station that we're ultimately trying to get to, let me raise myself up in here. If you see that right there, that station is, if I remember correctly, 42 kilometers away the last time I had a mark for it. And I consider that a not going to happen. Like if I can't make it with just energy, the 24 kilometers, I might could make it to space, but my energy won't last long enough to get anywhere that will save my hide. So do I feel like I could get into the edge of space? Yes, but I could do it on SE1 too. It does, but if you are so being one of those kind of people who I basically hoard everything that I can, uh, being that kind of a person, like I've experimented with like what does it take to go from zero to orbit on the Earth-like planet, on Titan, on Purdom, and I can not only get to orbit, but I generally can get to like the target so long as my oxygen, if I take no tanks, obviously I'm on a very limited budget. But as long as I don't make any mistakes, I can get there. I have actually, Exotic, I'm streaming on Twitch and on Kick both. Here, I'll post the links here. Hopefully it will do it right. There you go. I probably should set that up as some sort of a quick thing, but I am still learning how to do all of this again. Um, but like I've played on Purdom and died in space and got popped up at a survival kit that I had on the planet and actually had to on low resources make it all the way back to my bag before it disappeared. It's all about burst control and monitoring your speed, knowing when to turn your dampeners on and off, um, so that you're not wasting extra hydrogen. I can do the same thing with like a minimal amount of hydrogen and taking a ship to space. Like it's not just about thrust override, it's knowing when to adjust your dampeners, how much burst to give it. Uh, you don't see the links. Interesting. It looks like I only, even though it says I'm sending it to all the channels, that is interesting. Let me pop over. Okay. Let's see. That is the Twitch one. So that would make this one. It did not post here. What in the world? Having to modify the message. Oh, I know why it didn't post over here. It was too long. There we go. Now you should be able to see it. Let me see. Can I only connect one? That is the weirdest thing. I think it didn't post to here. Let me try just typing test over here and see if it goes to it's going to the wrong chat. Yeah, I see that you're on YouTube. I've got it pulled up. Um, it's coming in from the right channel and going out to the wrong channel. How crazy is that? So the Twitch, oh, it cut a bunch of it off, didn't it? Okay, hang on a second. Do, 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 do. Control C. There we go. Um, Man, we just continue to have issue after issue with YouTube. I know how I'm going to have to fix it, and that is a conversation we can have in a little bit because I honestly just don't feel like stressing at the moment, and it's going to be a moment because I'm going to have to I basically am going to have to start my channels over. I've had issues with Twitch. I already know what's going on there. I've already been advised by their support what I need to do, and now we're having issues with YouTube on top of it. Uh, it's like the only one that's working right is Kick, which is ironically funny. That's the newest one for me. But so I came. Oh yeah, I need to. I thought I recharged when I got here. Did I literally burn that much energy? I must have. Okay. I'm trying to think if I have seen gold so far in this save. Nickel, silicon. And let me be absolutely clear for those who are watching, like I do not like using the jetpack like this, but I don't figure you guys want me to walk this distance either. Like I'll do it. I don't care. Like y'all, those of you who've been around, you know what kind of ways I torture myself in these games. So like if you want me to hoof it, I will hoof it. I just figured y'all wanted me to get what I was trying to come get and get finished building my ship and get back to running missions. That link isn't hang on a second, let me how? Okay, I'm gonna hit escape. I don't think it actually pauses the game, but just in the case that it does. Is that link still not showing up for you, Exotic? Or is the link not being clickable? No, no, no. It's quite all right, my friend. Like I'm don't be sorry. Like there's nothing to apologize for. I have no problem with trying to get you over there. I'm just trying to figure out where our connection is missing so that I can get you over on the Twitch side. Um Oh, there you are. And thank you for the follow. Awesome. So I think we're good now? Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys and gals, let's get back to this. But as I was saying, like, cobalt. I am finding everything but what I need. Iron. Nickel. Good lord. Nickel, nickel, iron. Copper. Oh, I got a little far off the ground there. More copper. Silicon. Iron. I'm already kind of like contemplating like a hardcore type of save. Not necessarily hardcore in the one life kind of way, but hardcore in the just turning up the difficulty and the heat. Magnesium. Okay, well that's something new. Silicon. Nickel. Iron. Good lord. Come on, folks. These folks would like to see something other than rolling around and looking at everything but gold. Nickel. Nickel and iron. Nickel, nickel. Iron. Cobalt. Iron. Silicon. Silicon. Good God, y'all. What in the world? Nickel. More cobalt. Am I gonna have to buy the silicon? I mean, we can try making it to the crash site. Maybe I missed something over here. Cobalt. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Especially with every so I've run one experimental two silicons. I've run one experimental save and one attempted save, and then I also streamed a save where I died horribly in the first save and just started over the next time, and it was dramatically different worlds every time. Copper and iron, cobalt, nickel. We're about to have to scoot back to the station. I'm thinking we're just going to have to give in and buy what we can buy and pray that it's enough. Iron. All right. Silicon, magnesium. All right, let's turn back towards the station. Lead. Ah, gold. Oh, wow, and it's a surface seam. Gimme, 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 gimme. So, to be honest, when the first vertical slice came out, I was of the same opinion. And as they began to add stuff to the game, I was like, I'll check in periodically, mess around with it a little bit, and just kind of see how I feel about it. Is it all gone? I think it's all gone. Man, that's not a lot. We'll try it though. Give me just a quick second here to hustle my backside down here before I...
Suit hydrogen low.
But when they said, hey, we're going to go ahead and put out wheels, I was like, okay, let me go mess around with the wheels. And, well, anybody who's watched those streams knows how that went. I guess I will start off with the... How much did I actually collect? 192 kilograms. That doesn't seem like very much at all. Let's see how many gold wire I needed. But like I was like, there's enough here. They have a survival setup. They've released a classic survival. Like, let me get in early on this and start learning the game now. Okay, so we need 8 gold thread. I feel like I'm not gonna get what I want out of this. Did I literally have... I will take it. I will absolutely take it. Oh, wow. Okay, I did all of that so that I could make compressors. No, let's just do 10. Am I going to have just enough? All right. Compressor was what I needed here, right? Yep, 6 compressors, 3 wire, and some steel plates. So let's put those in inventory. Some wire. And I probably have more than enough steel plates. Okay. So I feel like kind of where I'm at right now is I'm going to put up with the way that it runs to try to push my skill level so that by the time it goes full release, like I don't think I'll ever be as cool as Splitsy or any of them, but like I want to be able to hold my own. And if I can develop a community while I'm doing it and people who like to hang out and watch or maybe even eventually play together, like, okay, cool. I'm down for this. All right, so we have... if I take and... Oh no, it's recessed a little bit, isn't it? Okay, is this the one where I... Yes, I did. Okay. As you can tell, I'm already thinking like the long term of piping this thing for hydrogen. I'm just not going to be able to do it yet. So I'm thinking... Let's do... let's go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 5. I'm hoping that this is going to work. Oh, that is so ugly. I'm going to have to figure out a way to clean that up a little bit, but first things first, let's get through the frickin'... I could take those out and move... You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Hopefully I don't break anything. Hopefully I don't break anything. Because I feel like we should be doing... Yeah, that feels a little more realistic. Oh, I need more steel plates. More steel plates! I am actually out of steel plates. Are you freaking kidding me? That is hilarious. Okay. Let's just... I have not quite... I'm thinking I'm going to have to add a couple more drills. but I don't know if these are doing the separated bit or not. So that's going to be an interesting thing to figure out. I'm out of iron for the first time in this save. Okay. Electronic parts. I am out of electronic parts. Okay. Can I even make them? Production. All right. Okay, how are these power modules doing? They're at 53%, so we need to get more solar panels. Oh, this is becoming that chain reaction that we all know and love out of this game. Did I have a hole to this one? It does not look like I did. Actually, before we get started doing this, let's run in here and put what we got away. All right, cargo container. I thought there was something playing music for a moment. That sounded weird. Alright, so let's just go get a full inventory of... Okay. Alright, so... my thought is to bare minimum go get a full inventory of iron, maybe of nickel too, but we'll see. I didn't seem to be hurting too badly on... I totally got off track going to... There it is. And we're getting a little bit of nickel in here with it, so yeah. We're just going to get a full inventory of iron and take it back up top. I feel like I need to bring those thrusters in as tight as I can. Because ultimately I want to put like one, maybe two, and the only reason I say maybe is just trying to keep things balanced, because eventually I want to put a hydrogen, the big hydrogen thruster off of that back of those tanks. All right. need to go back on my SC1 save and go back to working on it a little bit. I'm at a good and a bad spot on that one, and I need to go ahead and build a vehicle for welding things up because I don't want to walk around hand welding everything. I get bored with that. And I can't imagine it's any fun for y'all to watch. All right. Now we've got almost our full inventory. So everybody that's watching at the moment, if you're up to answering, do you do tabletop role playing? Yes or no? Got all kinds of things happening on my phone. I'm sorry for all that noise if you heard it. Hopefully you didn't.
Inventory full.
All right. I feel like, I don't know, it just takes longer to get up to speed. Okay. Okay. We don't have tons of nickel. Well, no, we have more nickel I'm giving myself credit for. Probably could do with more copper. All right, so if I pull these in, I could probably go like straight out and off the edge of this, and then right off of the edge of the it pulls it in tighter. If I were to do that, I could. Ugh, no, I can't. I could do it from up top. No, I need steel plates. Sorry, I got super quiet there, folks. I got focused in on trying to figure out how I was going to do this. Quit talking out loud. I apologize for that. All right. So I'm guessing by the silence that either you're not comfortable with chatting, which is fine, or you don't play tabletop games, which is also fine. Just trying to like gauge what all everybody's interested in because I'm kind of trying to scope out like what kind of a channel I'm going to be running. Five. What I don't have is side to side. Okay, let's jump in here. Actually, no. Let's frame in these last 9. 3 there. 3 there. That's 6 on each side. 1 big one in the back, 4 little ones up front. Now I just need some not landing on holograms. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Uh, do do do. All right. That's pretty much what I play mainly is open world sandbox. Uh, All right, so that's 4 down, 6 on each side, 4 big ones down, 1 big one forward thrust. I can always like wait till I'm up in the air and add another big one back here if I need it, and then do something to split off and get a couple of hydrogen. But I think that's going to be for later. And then I also feel like we probably should come back. Fun. I'm guessing that I cannot side mount off of the drills, which means I need to put a couple of pieces of conduit. Okay. Well, I still have some plates, so I don't know why that was giving me issue. Oh, thank you for the uh oh, they're called bits. Press on. Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Oh, folks, I gotta tell you, I'm wiped from this weekend. I am super, super wiped from this weekend. Wondering why I need to check and see why my notifications are not going off. That'll have to be a between streams thing. There's going to be a stream in the next day or so where we're not on here to do anything but just repair the weird things that have been happening on the channel. And to be perfectly honest, it's entirely possible based on the information that I have that I'm actually going to have to start like all new channels. Um, haven't really talked about it, but because of the way some of this Twitch stuff was acting, I reached out to Twitch and pretty much got told since my channel has not been active in so long that it's not going to get much attention. Which I'm getting some attention, or you folks wouldn't be finding me. But I have actually a couple of times already checked the channel listings, and even though I was streaming with 1 or 2 people in channel, I wasn't even showing up on the list, and I'm an affiliate. So it's like, that's not good. Oh, I need steel tubes to start all that, don't I? I should have plenty. Gonna have to do some. That's why I do a kind of an overall check. Alright, so I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more turbine blades, and I currently am carrying no turbine blades, so let's look at inventory. I have 2, I need 8. Let's see here. Just a bunch of motors. Yeah, let's grab like 50 motors. That's gonna put the hate on our stores. Oh, probably gonna have to run out and go get some more nickel here soon. Nice. Inventory, 50 of those. Okay, so now that we have physicalized all of the engines, let's go into here. Control panel. Let's type in turn them off, group them together. Not entirely sure why it's grouped under the barn. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Might actually have everything enough in inventory to finish this whole thing off. That would be kind of cool. All right. How fast are these filling up? Kind of quickly, but not quickly enough. Inventory, production. I know I'm going to need more than that, but it's a start. And then electronic parts, let's also do 50 of those. If I can get it to where we're actually able to go use the drill we're gonna be game on. All right, so let's go. That first solar panel. Lights in or lights out? I think it's lights in. Yep. What I would like to do is be able to make it where every time we come in from a mission, we have a full set of batteries to change out. Okay, I need lots of glass windows. So let's do. There are 18 per, there's like 4 to go. So let's just do 80. No, that's a bad sign. We're out of silicon. Okay. What was... I think I cleared out whatever the hole was right outside here. Nope, that's nickel. Okay, well, let's... Since it's right here, let's run down here. We'll fill up our inventory with nickel and go put it away, and then we'll run around and get some silicon. Of course I would fall off the ledge. Alright. We're getting there. We are getting there. Give me those healthy hits. Not 30. Give me like 100 and some. There we go. So for those of you who may have been around for when I got the phone call about my friend in medical distress, he's going to be okay in time. He's got a long road ahead of him. I have been in communication with him, and I really appreciate everybody's support when that all came in on stream. Like I was not good, and you guys kind of gave me a couple minutes to get my focus back before I went to go make phone calls and figure out what I could do to help and whatnot. That guy has been a friend of mine for decades. Unfortunately, he lives several states away, so I don't get to see him physically very often, but he's one of those people I'm pretty sure I could, you know, right now, healing notwithstanding, like under normal circumstances, I could pick up the phone and say, hey, I need you here, and he'd be here the next morning. Uh, so, those of you who are here to kind of help with that ground zero moment, that was awesome of you. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping he will poke his head around here at some point in the next few days. He does watch me stream. We used to stream together a little bit. We played a ton of games, including Space Engineers, together for a long period of time. But it's kind of hard for him to do that at the moment. So I've told him he is welcome to come hang out and chit chat, talk our ears off, ask questions, poke fun at, whatever he's got to do. All right, let's ooh, yeah, I'm almost there. We can poke around to find enough to top it off, right? All right. Oh, thank you. Awesome. That was my son-in-law. He brought me a little snack. We're almost there. Like any hit now will be maybe this one.
Inventory full.
There it goes. Okay. Now we got to do the hard part. Figure out how we got in here. There it is. Zoop.
Suit energy low.
Okay. Let's go down here and get some juice. We still have not picked up the silicone, so we've still not finished producing our windows. See if I can keep my eye on the target this time. Alright. I think that's, yep, there it is. Okay, I had to have been in through another hole before. I did, like 5 meters away. Was taking a moment to enjoy my little snack there. All right, let me pause for just a second here because my snack was a fresh, warm glazed donut, and I do not want to get sugar on my keyboard, so I'm grabbing a little wipe to clean my hands with. Oh, and that wasn't like a national chain donut either. That was a local mom and pop shop, fresh glazed donut. I'm lucky. All right, we're all cleaned up there. A little sip of coffee. Oh, man, that hit the spot. All right, let's get into this. Excuse me. All right. Takes forever. I feel like I need to go ahead and try to get a Gear Forge built. That was weird. That one didn't go in the inventory. I feel like I need to try to get a Gear Forge built and see if I can't upgrade my tools a little bit. All right. I don't think they have the turret. Do they? Blocks. Nope. Or if they do, I don't have it unlocked yet. I guess that's probably a safe way to say it. All right. So starting to cruise right along now in the gathering of the silicone. Yeah, so we were talking about the types of games. I love open world survival games, open world sandbox survival games. I mean, I'm always trying to find something that's on par with SE. Uh, I tried to get into Empyrean, and I think maybe I just because I played it way back in the day when it first came out, and I enjoyed it then, and then I didn't play it for a very long time, and I think it's kind of jarring for me, especially post injury. Um, but
Inventory full.
oh, yeah, baby, there we go. Let's go. Nice. Paperweight ships have been. Look, one of my funniest, and it's not even my gameplay, but one of my favorite gameplay stories of Empyrean to date. My wife was playing Empyrean, and she had built this little starter ship and was very proud of what she'd done. I was at work at the time. And I don't know what button she hit, but she was standing on top of the ship at the time, and it gained power. And I don't know if she didn't have thrust set up in all directions. I don't know the details of it. All I know is the ship takes off without her in a straight line. And so she's telling me about how she's chasing this dang thing across the countryside, trying to catch up to it and get it under control. And ultimately, it catches the corner of a rock and flips over and goes down into the water. And anybody who's played Empyrean and dealt with ships in the water, you know how that goes. But I get this phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning when she finally gets off the computer for the night. She's like, "You are not going to believe what happened to me tonight." And I'm like, "Okay, go ahead." And she's telling me, and man, I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying laughing. Oh, I don't have my electrical components. I'm just and she's like, "It's not funny, but it is, but it's not." you know. Luckily, I didn't have to sleep on the couch that night, but I did have to get on and help her like finish retrieving the vehicle because she reached a point where she didn't know what else to do because of the way the physics engine for the game works. We did finally get it rescued. We did finally get it up and functional for her, but she was like, if I had been recording it, I would have taken the Benny Hill theme song and laid it over the top because that's exactly what it looked like. The ship's running one way, I catch up to it, it'd bounce off something, go another way, and I would turn around and try to follow it. Say I need 18. Oh, it's 27 per, so I need another like 50. Let's do 50 and then see if we're short. So, but yeah, Empyrean, in my opinion, could in time, I think, be on the level of Space Engineers, but I do not personally feel that it is right now, and that's just my humble opinion. They're like poop shoots. Everybody's got one. Not everybody has to like everybody else's. All right, it's a whole nother dose. It looks like they're all up and running, so we should be getting some full batteries here if we don't already. 59, 59, 59. Good lord. Do I have the wind turbine yet? Nope. Are any of my cells 100 or close to 100? That one's 77. I mean, I guess I could build a few more battery chargers and just get all these cells on to charge.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I don't think that there was.
Inventory full.
Is 8 what that is? I believe it is. need construction components. It's saying 2 hours. Okay, I guess we'll see if we can fly this mission on what we got. Maybe we should put some solar panels on top of our ship. I could see where that was a good idea. Eh. Well, I guess we'll see how it does. Control panel. I know what we don't have. And they'll go mostly well right here. Motors. Need 10 of them. There's 3. Man, have we gone through all that? Okay, no. I was about to say, oh my god. Okay, and then an ore detector. Need wire. Okay. Let's let's go take care of this mission and then see where we're at. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I didn't realize we were going to get quite that close to the ceiling. Oh, nice. There's a signal. There's a couple of signals. Okay. Let's get down to about 200 meters and then we'll figure out the details of where we need to be. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. I will take a medical kit. Do they stack? They do not. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot to put stuff away before I got on the road. Radio comm. That's mighty helpful.
Inventory full.
That's okay. We can.
Inventory full.
That's right. Sorry. My bad. I go over here and do this the hard way. I'm not intending to take everything that's here because, I mean, well, can I change? I'm curious. I do not have the strip side grinder yet. Okay. That's all right. Really think there's anything else. If I had a ship grinder, I would go ahead and collect it all just to have the plates, but I don't, so we're just going to go to the next unknown signal. Another unknown signal over there. This one's on the way to our mission, so we'll swing wide and catch that other one on the way back. This session, none. It was either last session or the session before. Actually, it was the session before when I was testing some things. I slammed into the ground at 1,000 kilometers per hour. I'm still getting used to the advanced levels of speed for this. Oh. Ho 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 ho. Oh, this just got interesting. Alright, let's get down here on the ground. Actually, no, I crested the top of the mountain. So the atmospheric boundary is a pretty hard boundary on these planets, and I crested the. Let's see, what do I need to put the drill on there for? Give me just 1 second here. Compressors, wires, and steel plates. More steel plates than that.
Inventory full.
So I crested the top of the mountain, like one of those over there, and as I was cresting it, I hit the atmospheric boundary for the thrusters, and the thrusters lost function for like 4 seconds. And by that point, I was plummeting down at 1,000 kilometers per second, and yeah, it just did not go my direction at all. Am I closer to it from over here? I feel like I'm not. The terrain clearing version of the drill is kind of puny in my opinion. Yeah, I'm thinking that may be what it's going to have. I may have to try to do that. I don't have enough compressors with me to set it up right now. Did I just open up a cave? I did. Ooh, she creaky. She's creaky. I might should have put. I might should have put lights on the front of this thing. What do y'all think? I think when I get back to the base, we'll make some more of the compression cylinders and set up just three drills wide. That way I just have to do up and down. I'm getting all that ruckus, but I'm not touching the ground anywhere. That's weird. I think that was the last of the gold. Nope, still getting a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we're not getting any. Oh, there's a whole nother drill up there. Oh, don't mind if I do. Let me find a place to land. I don't think I have enough room over on that side, but we'll check and see. I really don't like that. But now that's slowly starting to, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna go up there and grab. I just need to get a little bit better parking job because I don't know if y'all saw, but the moment I stepped out of my ship, it started to slowly roll and, well, I don't need a roly-poly right now. Let me see about landing down here somewhere. I think that they are treating the drill as a subgrid. Because this thing is noisy all of a sudden. Okay. Whoa! Did not expect there to be a battery up there. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, yeah, baby.
Inventory full.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Inventory full.
Now I believe it. All right. Can I... I feel like what I'm going to have to do... Okay, let's do... So what's your opinion so far on Space Engineers 2 versus good old SE1? Ooh. Okay. There are some things that I like. It just will not place, will it? Hang on a second, I'll answer that question. Steel tubes. I'm pretty sure I've got them.
Inventory full.
Am I going to have to actually... I have to agree there. Like, so the gameplay is improving rapidly compared to how it was when they first released the first slice. Like
Inventory
that was pretty rough. It has increased dramatically from then. Can I put it on now? Finally. Okay, so let's... Am I out of construction components? No.
Inventory full.
I do think that each update that they do is bringing a lot to the game. I do feel they have a long way to go. I think they know that though. I mean, it's still technically alpha. Um, I'm not going to be able to put them both in, but I can at least get it started. Maybe I'll pick up a couple more compressors while I'm out. That's okay. I can be okay with that. All right. Give me just a moment to kind of finish figuring out my looting here. I think that's everything of note from here, but what do we got over here? Please tell me there's a gear forge inside. That would be... Oh! I mean, I'm sure. I will...
Inventory full.
Do I still prefer Space Engineers 1 to Space Engineers 2? Yes. I am beginning to see more than enough argument for
Inventory full.
I'm beginning to see more than enough argument for consider them separate, like just truly separate games. I can go put that compressor in now. Question is, should be it at this point playable demo or game with a price tag? Playable demo. The reason that they're charging for it is because they have to pay their developers and whatnot. I mean, I get it. That's part of the reason that I have never grumped about any of the early access games. I think that they have been more truthful with the player base from the get-go on what stage the game is at, because they've never said, you know, this is an active beta. At one point they even said that yes, it's in early access, but it's not, you know, that it was going to be rough from early on. But what they've been doing is hearing what the player base has had to say and adjusting their plans accordingly. Again, in my humble opinion. Again, I would gather all of the extra components, but I do not have the great big grinder yet. I don't feel like grinding it down by hand. But luckily the mission is like literally right at the top of that mountain right there. We are definitely heavier. And one of the things that I've always loved about Keen, and again, humble opinion, Keen has added DLCs along the way. And every time that they've done it, there's been some you could buy. Does this have a... I can't tell from the contact point. It doesn't look like it does, though. Okay. They have added DLCs along the way, and every time that they have done so, there were blocks that came for those who had the default game that either couldn't get the expansion or just didn't want to. And then there was a minorly priced DLC that you could buy that did not give you a playable advantage. It just gave you more aesthetics. Occasionally you'd get a block that had like different accesses, like Survival Kit, for example. You know, you went from having just the side to side to having an up down. But I've never seen one that was more than $5. And yeah, no, I'll pay that $5 every time. I'll never think twice about it. As long as they are continuing to develop the game and it's obvious that the money that they're making is being spent on the development of the game, I will absolutely pay that for DLC. Now, bring me a game that's $60 and then every DLC is another $50 or $60 and there's not that much play quality in it, or there's only a couple of hours before you're out of play content again. Hell no, we'll do it. Absolutely not. Okay, we've done this mission before, so we know that we need to run a system check. It's error code 47. Batteries are missing, power modules. Imagine that. Press any button to receive a power module. I know that there's, I believe, 3 of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab 3 of these now. Now the part that I'm curious about, 30, 30, and 30. Okay, and then we're going to look in here. There's nothing. We're going to look in here. There's nothing. Look in here. There's nothing. Okay. Battery do... I love that. I'm sorry, but that's smooth as hell right there. Ooh, ice. Nice. Love it in me, the ice. Overkill for a single solar panel, but I do think that's still neat. No errors detected. Nice. Love it. We really don't need any extra modules at this point, so I'm just gonna let that sit there in case something happens and we have to come and we're nearby. But solar panel functional but not raised. Piston is functional. I love it. All right. These little tidbits of ice that we're getting are getting slowly converted to hydrogen and oxygen, which I'm loving. All right. DLCs, mostly cosmetics. I would prefer to see more in-game content and multiplayer improvements. Yes. The DLCs they're cosmetic, period. Like, you cannot... Playability, every block that's in the DLC has a counterpart in the main game. They recognized up front that they were going to establish a player base and that the player base was not going to be the equivalent of COD or any of these other like top 10, like, you know, has a million plus players every day type of thing. They knew that they were going to have to work to keep their player base's attention, and I think that that's what they've done. Do I think that they could add more to the base content? Abso-freaking-lutely. That is, I think... I think that is the other unknown signal. So we're going to go to it. All right, buddy. You go have fun with Star Citizen. I will catch up with you soon. What I'm wondering is if the unknown signals will continue to pop over time. I would agree with you on that, and I think that that's where they're heading. I think them adding the NPCs at the stations is the beginnings of them testing adding AI, you know, eventually combatants and allies and whatnot. What have we got here? Might just grab that one because it's more charged, but
Inventory full.
I will absolutely take another health kit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I tried to catch the mic first, but um it does, and I've always been kind of curious if they have reached out to these mod developers and said, you know, hey, what would you know, here's an offer for buying your mod from you. We want to add it to the base game or something. I don't know. You know, I've never been part of any of those conversations. I've never read up on anybody who has. You know, it's entirely possible that so far nobody's been interested in uh, the offer that Keen has made. And maybe that's something that needs to be looked at. All right. I've liked some of the ones. Like I would love there's a that one that's like the enemy combatants are all like drone looking robots. I think that'd be perfect for the Factorum personally. I have sort of envisioned the Factorum from the beginning as being the drones that were left behind by a previous faction. It's another one with the exact same setup. Hopefully a little bit different, a little bit better loot this time. That'd be kind of cool.
Inventory full.
It's going to be the exact same thing. And what I'm going to do is go up here and okay. And unless something pops up, we should be all heading back to the barn now. So I don't think it perform. Ooh. I do not think that it performed too badly, it being my ship. I do feel she's a little weak on back thrust at the moment. We do need to go up there and get the scrap. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. I do think that we need to look at adding why would it not? Not quite ready to pipe the whole place up yet. Uh, that can be the start of that, but let's see. Oops. Now what I'm curious. All right. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do not because they each have their own individual charge levels. 7. Oh, actually. Control panel, battery.
Inventory full.
And then what I need to do is I need to set up 2 cargo containers. I need the first one to be there. The second one to be there. Because none of these are at 100%. The ship is charging, that's the important part. All right. Yeah, that's the reason why I have so many of those power things, is because I'm trying to keep it where I have a bunch of charged modules. So that every time we touch down, I put the ones that are low either in to be charged or in the not full cargo bin, grab full ones out of the cargo bin and put them on to be used. Okay. Number 6. There we go. Excellent. Has anything changed in here? Nope. Okay. Nice. All right. We need to make 35 grids. We've got them already. Let me clear out our inventory.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I just have to make one cargo grid. We need cobalt for that. Now, I'm of the opinion that what we do is we gently wait for this thing to charge up and then we take it out. Oh, we need to make the pieces to finish the third drill. And that is going to be 3 compressors, 3 wires, 3 steel plates. 3 compressors, 3 wires.
Inventory full.
3 compressors, 3 wires, 3 steel plates.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Nice. Love it. Are we completely cleared out inventory wise? Yes, we are. Okay. Alright, so we've done that. Okay. Folks, we're trucking right along and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Wondering why my light kicked on, but I'm beginning to see why. I'm wondering how we're doing with our modules. Control panel. Everyone is still being drained, but we're coming along nicely. So my plan right now is we'll take this thing out. We'll go find some cobalt. We will learn how we're going to have to mine with this ship to make it work. Come back with a load of cobalt, and then see what's going on with taking these grids to go. Hey, we got some light. Take these grids to go get another mission done. Oh, we're just going to give it one more moment. I'm going to intentionally unpark us from the... I'm just going to go ahead and go do it. Okay, so we are unparked from the grid. We are back to being an independent grid. I'm going to hit tab. I'm going to go into the control panel. I'm going to find all of our batteries. BAT. Okay. And we're going to group them together. And we're going to call this batteries. Okay, for the moment, we're going to put them back in auto mode. But I want to go to control panel and back. Oh, no. Okay, so control panel. Grab the batteries, come over to here. And set mode to fill. Set mode to auto. Nice. Okay. Oh goodness. What do we got going on here? We are looking for cobalt. We need to be super careful about skimming these trees, because one of these things could probably snatch us out of the air. Cobalt. Nice. feel like sorry, I got super focused on not crashing this thing. Ooh, that is a tight fit. I am in void mode. The void space is nowhere near as big as it normally is anymore. It's just faster and there's no material collected. I am currently feeling like I have to consider adding like 3 or 4 more drills to this ship. Oh goodness. This is going to get interesting before it gets better. Ooh, man. Do 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 do. do not like these sounds. But supposedly got a bunch of I do feel like these drills are more efficient than the hand drills. Because it took nothing to get 8-9K.
Inventory full.
Good lord. All right. Let's see assembler. All right. So here's where we're at, folks. It's just a few minutes of one. I need to do I have to go do a leg session, unfortunately. That's part of the medical stuff I deal with. But today I was looking at coming back after my session for another couple of hours if everybody would be interested in watching more. Uh, give me like a thumbs up or yes, no, or something in the chat if you'd like for me to come back. It will be from right now, it will be about an hour and a half from now. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll call it. So 15 would be 1, an hour would be 2. Let's call it 2:30, so an hour and 45 minutes from now, and we'll do another session, and we can do either another round of SE2 or I can go work on my SE1 save, either one. So I give everybody a moment to pop up with yays or nays in chat that would like to vote. You don't have to. If I knew how to create a vote, I would do that. If you have enjoyed what you have watched today, feel free to follow on whichever platform you're watching from. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm learning a lot. Hopefully you are too. And hopefully we'll be able to uh, continue to learn more together. So I will be back at 2:30. When I come up, I'll just bring the stream up and then we'll decide which game from there. If you've come and hung out and you're not going to be able to come back later, thank you so much for coming to hang out today. I hope that you will be back for another stream. Uh, I am tentatively looking at a Monday through Friday, but it's going to be like a couple of days of video gaming, a day or so of TTRPG, terrain, miniatures, that type of stuff, and then a day or so of playing around with RC vehicles. Just trying to keep my interest levels, keep what my channel is about in my interest range, if that makes sense. So, in the meantime, folks, my name is Zai. You've been out here with Draconics Inc. I hope y'all have a good break if you're coming back afterwards. And if not, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again soon. In the meantime, take it easy.